It's really important for two reasons. First, because it recognises the importance of childhood. And, in the past, we often haven't recognised that. And secondly, the effect of this is to make all of our children equal in the eyes of the law. So it's fundamentally important to every child in Ireland. For years, it has been very difficult for the state to intervene unless they can prove that the parents of the child, particularly married parents, have failed in their physical and moral duties towards their children. This provision will, on the one hand, enable the state to intervene when children are in danger, but on the other hand, it will oblige the state to intervene in a proper, timely and appropriate way. And it will only be allowed to happen in exceptional circumstances. The best place to be, if you're a child, is at the heart of a happy, caring, stable. There are perhaps 2,000 children in Ireland, however, who will never have that chance of a happy, stable family. They're children who are in long-term care, who've lost contact with their parents, who've been abandoned for all intents and purposes by their parents and won't see them again. But because those parents were married at the time the abandonment took place, for all intents and purposes, these children can never be adopted. That's what our Constitution says now. If we make this change, it will enable those children to have a second chance at the stability of a happy home. That every child who's in front of a court where a fundamental decision is being made about his or her future, in all of those decisions, this provision says that every child should have a constitutional right to ensure that his or her best interests will be taken into account in making that decision. There are many instances where children get caught up in complex and difficult legal situations. This next provision would require is that whenever a child is involved in those situations, the person making the decision, and it will usually be a judge, must take account of the views of the child. That sounds simple, but in practice at the moment, less than about a third of children are actually heard in these situations. So once you say yes, all our children will have this set of rights forever.